It's been an amazing convention. WFG, the best of it you've seen here.
If you truly deep down want to become a successful individual, you're going to have to sacrifice a lot. And I mean a lot. You're going to have to sacrifice tons of time doing things that you wish would be more fun at the time, like hanging out with your friends or going to the movies or whatever, or sleeping in, things like that. But those are the sacrifices that you're going to be willing to take if you really want to be successful. You're going to want to wake up early just because you're so excited to go pursue your dreams and something that a lot of people haven't done in their life. So many people sit by and say they wish they could pursue their dreams or want to one day, yet they never make the action of actually doing it. And they just talk the talk, but they don't ever really walk the walk. That's the one person that you don't want to be. Somebody who hypes up themselves so much but never really shows up for it.
You could decide today that you were born to do something great.
You want to be the one who doesn't really talk about themselves, yet they just put in the work and the hours and the time so that one day when they're truly successful, everybody will wonder how it happened, and you would just show them all the work that you've done over the years, all that time that you spent doing things that were truly productive instead of goofing off on a Friday night doing something that would never benefit you throughout your life and just be a waste of time. You decided to work on yourself and work on your goals and become the successful individual that you've always dreamt of being by just simply figuring out how to manage your time correctly in good ways, which will help you grow and learn so much more.
If you're back to the base thing of whether I can make money here, you just don't trust yourself yet to work hard.
Talk to you today because I hope that of all the talks that happen here, you forget about me, but that this changes your life. And I want to remind you of something as I begin today, that you were born to do something great with your life, that you're extraordinary. Listen to me, that you're enough, that you're special, that you're favored, that you're chosen, regardless of where you come from, regardless of what you've been carrying with you. Some of you come in here today, and you know what? You've even thought of harming yourselves. Maybe you're even proud of the fact you haven't killed yourself. But every day, some of us are killing ourselves with the shame we carry from something we've done, some humiliation, some fear. We put this gun to our head every day that tells us we're not enough, we're not strong enough, pretty enough, smart enough, favored enough, that we're doomed. And we carry these guns in our head every day that shame us, that take our confidence from us, that steal our joy. It's like a knife. You don't have to kill yourself because you do it every day. You do it over and over and over again. And there's a better way forward. You can put those things down in your life. You could decide today that you were born to do something great. You could set aside this weapon that you keep using against yourself to hold you back from your joy, from your passion, from your achievement, from all the goodies in life. You could decide today, just intentionally, to set this weapon down, whatever it is. Something from your childhood, a divorce, a business failure, something you're just not proud of that you've done.
I think that identifies most people's lives. In other words, the average becomes sort of like this slow asphyxiation. It's almost like an anesthetic, and that over time we become kind of immune and dulled to the average that we're becoming. I know this is true, at least for me. You probably experience it yourself too. And so over time, we sort of minimize where we're at. In other words, I'm a little pudgy instead of being, no, you're a fat ass, right? You don't magnify the degree to which the pain ought to be affecting you. And so really what he means in that is, listen, you're gonna get out of your life what you'll accept. That's really difficult for people, I think, to understand is, look, what you think you're worth and what you're gonna tolerate is absolutely what you're gonna bring into your life and what the outward part of your life is gonna look like. And so I live by that. Like, I let myself sort of feel the pain and the difficulty of being not where I wanna be in whatever that area is, whether it's my spirituality, my relationships, my money. I let myself feel that pain because, as you know, there's two motivators, right? There's the gaining of pleasure, right? Wanting to go get something, chasing the dream, but then there's the avoidance of pain. And for a lot of champions, that's a pretty big driving force for them. And so at least for me, I leverage both of those things on me to get myself to take action. So that's what that means to me.
We're such an amazing company, man. Just forget what everybody said. Just, can't you kind of feel it? Such a good place. This is where you can spend your life. You travel the world with us, raise your family here, your grandchildren. We're just a wonderful place. There's nowhere like it in the world. Nowhere like it in the world. So hey, it's been an amazing convention, hasn't it? I mean, the speaker's the best I've ever heard here. A couple surprises with old Uncle G, that was fun, wasn't it? It's been an amazing convention. WFG, the best of it you've seen here. I'm so proud of everybody who spoke. Don't you feel like everybody was different, but everybody just kind of kicked in their little way of doing things and just added a little piece to the puzzle to make this a perfect meeting for you. Let's thank all those speakers. We're looking for leaders. Our strength is what you saw here. See, the rest of the world's so divided right now, isn't it? You turn on a television, my God, what's going on in the world? You come here and we're unified. Our strength is our diversity. You've seen Latino leaders, Vietnamese leaders, black leaders, Hispanic. You've seen, that's our strength, and we're looking for more folks like that.
Yeah, I did good. Here's what I was pretty good at. Let me tell you what I struggled at. I was okay. I could write business. I learned how to close. I went to Tom Hopkins seminars. I believed in the product. I could write business and close. I could not figure out recruiting. And when I could get recruits, I couldn't figure out how to keep them. I couldn't figure out how to build a team. And I just struggled with that for years in the business. I mean, like having even 15 people I couldn't do, you know, for like year after year. And then when I would get people, they wouldn't get developed. And I just struggled at developing people. I was not good at keeping or developing people in my business. So I've always made money. Like when you hear the stories of when I went broke, that's mainly when I left that company. Like I've always made money. I've always paid my bills here. I've always produced. People ask my wife all the time, well, what did you do when he was struggling? And she's like, that didn't really happen. You know, I always made sure we had food on the table. There's no reason for anybody in our company to be struggling financially when you have a pen. There's no reason whatsoever not to be able to write business. You're just lazy. You just flat out don't work hard. You work in spurts. You don't work consistently. You don't make phone calls every day. You don't make approaches and contacts regularly. Because you don't do that, you may have intermittent production issues. But if you just work at the business consistently, you'll make money here.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.